Hello everybody, welcome to another Portal episode.
Yeah, this will probably be the final episode of this series. Ugh, it's so sad. Like, when did we start this? In May?
Yeah, this episode will be trying to complete the game, or I will.
Yeah.
And
May.
I honestly want to try and blow up the turret with its own rocket. So this thing gonna crash.
I wonder if you could do that. I
Oh,
don't think actually you can. But you need him to progress.
yeah, but I want to
Probably
try.
good. So, when did we actually... Was this like our 5th upload or so?
I think it's our 6th video, actually.
6th video was the first Portal video?
Yeah. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Watching some of the...
So now, how do I...
Yeah, 6th video and 6 views too.
So,
Yeah.
so how do I...
do like...
So, here's a question. How am I supposed to actually get the rockets into where I want the rockets to go?
Oh, I think you need to... You can't jump over the portal. You need to actually stand in front of the rocket from closer to the rocket.
I know that. But I mean, how am I supposed to put the rocket into that little vent?
Oh, you opened up the vent?
I see, okay.
And I think you just go through the vent. I don't think you...
Okay, go to my...
You need to, like, put a cube under it and jump up onto it or something.
Ah, that explains everything.
The Halo 2 episode 3 seems to be doing more views. Like, it's got 19 views, which is of course not that great, whatever.
Okay, so I got the cube. That was... Thank you. That, I needed that, Wait. I needed that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do anything. Is this the light?
Platypus 1 Part 2 videos doing well?
I don't... Oh, really? Cool. So, what were we saying? What were we talking about in the last episode?
Oh, we're talking about, like, the modern console manufacturers and such, like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Sony, out of all 3, seems to be the most... the guys.
Well...
At least for most. They seem to understand the whole YouTube game such and how it works in with their console and such. They even added this whole share thing to the PS4, and that's a pretty good idea, and as a result, they're getting some pretty good success in this generation. The PS4 is definitely definitely seems to be the
strongest?
Probably the best choice out of all the 3 consoles, unless you really like Halo.
Or unless you really like, Nintendo, but who likes Nintendo? Wow.
Well, the problem is with the Wii U is that it's already on its way out, so just...
And also... Okay.
The Wii goes down in price, and then get into the console.
The Wii U...
The Nintendo Next is kind of out, so just wait until then.
Okay, so, I might defend the Wii U here. It's not anything bad by any means. It just so happens that Nintendo did a stupid marketing thing by calling it the Wii U.
Well,
That's the only reason why it's sold horribly. So, I don't know if I need this cube, so I'm taking it with me. I have a cube. Gonna name him Steve. He's my companion.
yeah, so we'll say, So yeah, Sony definitely seems to be most competent. Their handheld market may not have been as competent. However, they thought they were doing good.
Okay,
Nobody really expected the 3DS to do well when it came out, and they all thought, oh, the Vita is going to be the next big thing. Like the Vita it's so much more powerful. And while the Vita, all the specs and such are basically objectively superior to it.
okay, so the Vita is Sony's basically DS, correct?
Um, sort of, it's their second generation of handheld console.
Because I was actually looking at getting a Sony handheld console.
Uh, Sony, of course, well, the Vita, I wonder if that's expensive nowadays. Probably not. But yeah, it's sort of flopped because people, who, it was more suited to AAA games, and AAA developers didn't really want to develop it because they'd rather develop for consoles that have more of a market. Like, at this point, it was the Xbox 360 and PS3. They sort of forgot about it. By the time the PS4 came out, there was so much about it.
Should I actually get a Vita?
Um,
Or is it
I
completely...
I'm going to actually suggest instead getting a PlayStation TV because they're cheaper, they connect to the television, and they play all Vita games.
Okay.
They're great. Not all of them the best, but I'm certain most of them don't use the touchscreen. So. But yeah, the PlayStation TV was a really good idea. I really like that idea of having like the PS Vita and PS center, and then you can stream games. The only problem with the streaming service is that it's a little bit too new and a little bit too expensive. By a little bit, I mean a heck of a lot.
So for those people
That
who...
was one of the more incompetent things that Sony did. What Sony also has that's really good is they're also a hardware developer. So when Blu-ray was out, they're like, hey, PS3 is also a Blu-ray player. Just want to mention it. And then Microsoft's like, well, that's not fair. We were out 1 year before Blu-ray. Sony's like, tough luck, bro. And then Microsoft's like, well, we don't want to choose one side just in case Blu-ray or HD DVD wins. So, well, but we don't want to support Sony, obviously, with Blu-ray. So we're going to just release an add-on for HD DVD. And then add-on for the 360, and then HD DVD failed a couple years later. And they're like, so much for that, I suppose. A lot of people bought the PS3. I'm not certain which console sold better because they seem to be fairly close.
Yeah.
If I look at the console sales, that's on new consoles.
In my personal opinion, I think Sony has much better quality to Microsoft.
Well, they can probably have better equipment considering that they're a hardware manufacturer and Microsoft is not.
Okay, Sony has...
Neither is Nintendo.
Sony has the
Sony, like, they make DVD players, they make
cameras,
they make audio equipment,
they make
cameras.
Okay, the cameras are amazing. I have a Sony camera. A lens camera, the digital.
Currently, the PS4, the 360 seems to be slightly outselling the PlayStation 3, but they're very, very close.
By how
And I'm
much?
certain the Xbox 360 outsold the PS3 in the United States. While the Wii U sales figures don't look too bad at 13 million consoles sold, which is, I believe, better than the Xbox One. That's mostly in foreign countries. It didn't make too much of a splash in the US. And I don't think it made too much of a splash in Japan either, really. The Xbox One did terribly in Japan. It's still doing terribly.
So, I'm fighting GLaDOS now.
Why Microsoft? What?
I'm fighting GLaDOS.
Oh, that's good. But yeah, I don't know even why Microsoft bothers to market the Xbox One in Japan. Nobody wants it. Like, the PS4, I think, is the one that's making a killing in Japan. At least. By the way, Raiden 5 just released. That's good.
Here's a plot hole in Portal.
What? Oh,
How is it that these cores are all over GLaDOS, and you kinda need to use the cores to defeat GLaDOS?
oh.
And one just magically falls off.
Yeah, I don't know how that one falls off, but the cores are supposed to prevent her from being more powerful. I don't understand why destroying them kills her, but oh well.
Well,
Doesn't really matter. It's ironic considering the final battle of Portal 2. Now I think of it. You've played through Portal 2.
yeah. Portal 2 was easy.
It's like how you gotta take him off in Portal 1, and in Portal 2 you gotta put him back on.
Yep.
It's pretty ironic. But yeah, what else to say? Raiden 5 is this one 2D shooter that they released for Xbox One. It was really weird. It was like, it's an Xbox One exclusive for whatever reason. Even though it's a Japanese game? I don't really get it. At least they are at least selling it in the United States, which I'm very happy that they're actually doing that. I'm sort of surprised. If you want to get it from Play Asia, it's like $65, but thankfully you can get it for 50 and as a downloadable. I still sort of want the physical copy for the game like that. Hopefully they end up releasing a PC version. They released a PC version of Raiden 4
Yeah.
and Raiden 3. And I have the PlayStation, the original PS1 version where I like to use that. I gotta play that game on this channel. That'll be nice.
Are you kidding me?
What happened?
GLaDOS, you are... How come you're dodging all of these rocket
Yeah,
launchers?
she sort of strings all over the place. It's pretty funny. But yeah,
Stupid GLaDOS.
I wish console games even in the used market seem to keep their value decently well. Compared to PC games, they're dirt cheap. Like, say for example, like Unreal, what's it called?
No.
Unreal Anthology would be for $6. Whereas,
Okay, how is it
like
missing?
Xbox, you get for 5 the physical copy, whereas you get 15 on it.
Oh. Why did it take that... Why was it that hard to get a stupid core?
Oh yeah, those cores started doing
I don't know.
wild.
Do they call it cores in the Portal? In Portal? No, they call it intelligence thing.
Intelligence sphere or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't really care so much about the lower portal anymore. Ever since like Portal 2, I've been sort of neglecting of it. Like there's too much stuff I feel. Like it's like when the prequels came out for Star Wars. You know, like, too young to I know from secondhand other people. Like they said, like it was great back when the first
What from?
Star Wars movies came out because there was so much that was like ambiguous. But then, like now, all the gaps are filled in for you, and they're filled in very stupid.
GLaDOS is mean.
Like,
GLaDOS,
I don't know,
make it easy for me to kill you. I have like, what, 3 minutes left?
oh yeah, timer, good old timer. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I like the first one better. I really liked how revealing those things out of a lot of a person out there. And then she deletes herself. Again, the Portal 2 story is super confusing. Like,
Okay, it's not bad.
Like Adam said in like episode 3 that many people understood that story. I was thinking, maybe some people did, but I don't know about the majority, because when I searched up Portal 2 ending explained on Google, I get 959,000 results. And like someone says, can someone explain the ending to me? And looks like that.
Okay, the ending is a bit confusing, to be fair.
What's the meaning behind the turret opera at the end of Portal 2? Like
It's.
I don't mind that so much. What I mind.
I think that was just more for fun.
What I mind is Ballard deleting herself, because that makes no sense. Like, how's she still alive? Like, if I look at, like, Half-Life Wiki Portal 2 storyline, it seems pretty clear. Like, it says, like, for the most part, until the end, of course. Like, it says, like, when you get to the reunion, it says... Let me see. It says... And then paraphrasing this, that
Come on.
Pete Johnson leaves the entire facility to Caroline and says that... Oh wait, no, this is actually a quote. Alright, this is an exact quote from the wiki. He states that if he dies before they make it a feasible procedure, that feasible procedure being putting him, storing him digitally, that he leaves the entire facility to Caroline and says that she is to be uploaded into the system instead, whether she wants to or not, because Cave Johnson is really and then like and then later on, GLaDOS quietly says goodbye to her old boss. Now that sounds pretty clear, doesn't it, that she is Caroline being uploaded into the system?
Yeah. So I barely killed GLaDOS.
And then we kill... Oh, cool.
I like
Yeah, and then we
25 seconds left.
Okay. Now, quickly here, it says that, and I quote, tells her that being Caroline tells her the lesson that Shell is her best friend. She also learned where Caroline lives in her brain, and promptly claims to have deleted that part. Claims to have deleted that part. Now, that's the confusing part. Like, were they implying that she was lying? Because...
Yeah.
That seems to be... Maybe the co-op campaign actually explains this better. I don't really get it. And it feels like if 959,000 results were got, I think a few other people didn't get it as well.
Mm-hmm. What's dragging me? I want to know.
A thesis on Portal 2 story. That might be something worth watching.
What about Portal 1? I'm a bit confused. You see that it's a giant robot, and then you get dragged by something. And then you go down...
Something way, and then you...
And then you go into an area with a whole bunch of cake. But it's not cake.
Well, that's not you actually going in there, it's just a camera. But yeah,
Oh, I see cake.
well, yeah, just sort of foreshadowing, really. But yeah, that's... At least all the details line up in that, I think, right? And it makes sense to me,
Yeah.
at least in hindsight. Yeah. The
Actually,
only thing I wish it would explain is why you're above the ground randomly. Like,
okay, so this is the end of this episode, because I can't continue the, song, because it's copywritten. So, bye-bye.
I don't think Valve will get out. But anyways, that's
Bye-bye.
it.